Welcome back to Sport on 7. I'm Tom Bushell. It was, of course, Dubai World Cup Day on Saturday. It's time now to speak to Mark Monkhouse and Harry Tregoning about the history of the world's richest horse race. Well, this is where it all happens, really. Apron views just in front of the terrific Meydan grandstand. You can fit about 60,000 people in there, and it will be packed for today's races, of course. The Dubai World Cup has such a rich history. This is the fourth year here at Meydan. Before that, it was at Nad Al Sheba. Jerry Bailey is the most successful jockey. Godolphin Racing, the most successful stable as well. I've been speaking to the experts about the history of the Dubai World Cup.
Cigar, obviously, the great Cigar came over and won the race, the first edition, when it was the $10 million race in the desert and no one knew what was happening. And he blitzed his rivals that day. And ever since, there have been really high-quality horses come win every year. And sadly, Monterosso's not running tonight, but we've got a great field. And it looks like Godolphin have a strong hand, with Hunter's Light very much the leading fancy for Sheikh Mohammed's great operation.
Tom, it's a fantastic idea by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Right back then, it's gone on and on to stronger and stronger things. I think the first running of that was, it got such an important horse here to win it. It was the talking horse. It was going to win, and it did. It did the business. It was so important that horse, Cigar, won, and that it set the ball rolling, and it doesn't look like stopping for a long while.
And one of the first horses, really, to fly to another continent, perform well, and then afterwards not suffer any lack of form as well. I mean, a very strong horse.
That's right, and because we've known over the years that Dubai Cup winners don't really race afterwards too much. It is very hard race to get ready for. It is a hard race to run in. It's the biggest prize money in the world, and basically it's like a lot of the horses. It's their swan song, it seems to be. But I think he was one of the best winners even since the beginning, and especially on the old track. Now we've moved to the new track, we're getting different sorts of horses winning it.
Jerry Bailey, the most successful jockey at the Dubai World Cup, but Godolphin Racing are the stable to really dominate the Dubai World Cup as well. 5 wins it was when Monterosso rode to victory in 2012. Phenomenal form here on their home turf.
Certainly, some lovely horses. We've got to mention Dubai Millennium. I mean, he was specially named for the turn of the century to win. He was such a good horse, such an easy winner. I've never seen a horse win so easily from a wide draw. Controlled the race all the way round. Great ride by the great Frankie Dettori, who's been very successful in this race as well. But they have had some lovely horses and win the race. And unfortunately, Monterosso was supposed to run again this time, but he's not going to be able to retain his crown. He's not a non-runner, but they've got about 4 other runners in the race. They could win it again.
You mentioned Godolphin Racing there. They really have been dominant, winning this race more than any other stable over the years. I mean, on their home patch as well. Just a fantastic stable for horse racing, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they're fantastic. I mean, they are an academy, they're an elite academy, and they concentrate on winning the great races around the world. And only a few weeks ago, they had their 200th winner of a Group 1 race, which is the top tier of any race worldwide, just here on the Tapita here at Meydan. And same horse, Hunter's Light, is hopefully going to make it 204 or 5 later this evening, when they've had a bit more success.
Now, obviously, the Dubai World Cup, as we say, the 18th year, but how is it perceived around the world? Horse racing experts obviously know it's the richest day this is in horse racing, but is it perceived as just there must be an event?
It's one of the great races of the world now. All these races take a bit of time to bed in, but the money here, people initially were just fascinated. How could you have a racecourse in the middle of the desert? And nowadays it's very much part of the racing calendar. There's a full programme of races that start in January right up, culminating in the big race itself tonight. And it's never going to have the history of a race that started 250 years ago, but it's done pretty well in its short history so far, and it's still the richest race.
A moment to marvel what a spectacular venue this is, Meydan. The 4th year here at Meydan, it's just second to none, isn't it?
It certainly is, and I just mentioned that Hunter's Light, really, for Godolphin, has a big chance in the World Cup to extend their record. Michael Barcelona won't be riding this year. This year is Sylvester de Souza, the rising star. He's a great jockey himself. I hope that one wins for them. If not, it'll be an American one, I think.
How can it keep on progressing and stay up there as the best, away from the money side of things? I mean, obviously they've got the best venue, they've got such a fantastic track as well. How can they get better and better?
Well, every year they get better. They do their best to attract the best horses in the world. And I think there are constant changes done here at Meydan, just little details that make it increase the quality of the horses every year. And I think it's absolutely, they've done brilliantly. They've assembled probably the best card for many years tonight, and it's very exciting.
Great stuff. Harry, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
It was Animal Kingdom that won the Dubai World Cup, the first time an American horse has prevailed at Meydan after being so dominant at Nad Al Sheba. The last American to win the World Cup was well armed in 2009, the last race at Nad Al Sheba. Straight after the race, we spoke to the winning jockey, Joel Rosario.
Oh, that's awesome, to be here is like a dream. So I'm just happy to be here, and, nothing more we can ask for right now. My horse was doing so easy and so well, and, just hopefully he hold on in the lead. And when I passed the wire, that was like, good feeling, you know what I mean? So it's unbelievable.
So 9 races in total and a lot of money up for grabs and many highlights. Rupert Bell joined me after all the action to discuss the biggest moments, including, of course, that win for Animal Kingdom. Well, the Dubai World Cup 2013 is over, and while Seal belts out the hits behind us, I won't keep you long, Rupert. I know you want to get off and watch a bit of Seal tonight, but first of all, that Dubai World Cup, the final race of 9 here this year, and for Animal Kingdom, a fantastic run for him.
Obviously, we're speaking relatively soon after that victory, but it was so important for the race. Since we've moved to Topita here at Meydan, the Americans have struggled, but it's so good for the race. This is a Kentucky Derby winner coming over here, and he really proved that he's an outstanding horse. He's a horse who's had injury problems, but tonight he was able to get into a really good position early on and was able to dominate, and turning into the straight, he was able to show his class, and it's a wonderful boost for the race, and will obviously hopefully give Americans more confidence in coming here. Terrific performance. This was a classy winner of the Dubai World Cup.
As you say, the Americans really haven't performed here at Meydan, have they? They were fantastic at Nad Al Sheba, but that will give them confidence here now that they've got that win at Meydan.
Absolutely. I think that is important, bearing in mind that some of the others didn't perform as well as they would have liked, but overall, this night is always defined by the winner of the World Cup, and tonight, looking at the previous winners, while they were good on the Topita, you wouldn't necessarily say that they were world beaters. If you've got a Kentucky Derby winner, and now they go and win the richest race in the world, they're good.
Absolutely. Plenty of other highlights as well, of course, today on this Saturday at Meydan. 9 races in total for Aidan O'Brien. Another great day for him.
Well, yes, and actually 2 winners. He won the UAE Derby for a second year running, but more importantly, St Nicholas Abbey beat Gentle Donna, the Japanese horse, in a really good Shima Classic. And he's a teenager, Joseph O'Brien, but he's got a head of a jockey so much older. And okay, he's saying about the tactics of changing for the horse, but he really showed that he's got a very wise head. And he's broke Gentle Donna's heart, didn't St Nicholas Abbey, the old 6-year-old against the young filly from Japan, and unfortunately she tried her heart out, but she couldn't get past the old battle of St Nicholas Abbey. That was again another highlight for me.
Of course, Rupert's brother was riding today. We have to ask before we go, how did he get on today?
I wish you hadn't. Unfortunately missed the break and didn't like the ground, so c'est la vie.
All right.
Never mind. Won't be a big party tonight. Would have been if he'd won, but hey, can't have everything.
Just a quiet time watching Seal then.
Well, I'll do my best. It's been a great week, and I really enjoy coming for World Cup week. We have so much fun. Love the gallops in the morning, and just the build up to a climactic day and a day's racing that just has a highlight after highlight. Privileged to be here.
Rupert Bell, thank you very much for your time here at the Dubai World Cup 2013, and of course we'll see you again at Meydan next time. Looking forward to 2014 already. Now next on Sport on 7, Chris McCarty is with me as we discuss the biggest moments in sport in the UAE over the last 7 days. Stay there, we're back in a moment on Sport on 7.